Hello and welcome to my first cooking video on Sticky Toffee Pudding. As you can see, I have all of my ingredients out. See? All the ingredients ready and measured. Now that may look cool. Let's be honest, it does look cool. But all it did was make me a lot more washing up. I mean, I haven't even started yet, and look at all that. Come on. Well then, for this recipe we need 85 grams sugared stone dates, 85 grams light soft brown sugar, 45 grams unsalted butter, 1 egg, 115 grams plain flour, 1 teaspoon bicarbonate of soda, 1 tablespoon vanilla extract, 150 grams Demerera Sugar, 85 grams unsalted butter softened, and 4 tablespoons double cream. Don't worry if you didn't get that. I didn't either. I'll put it in the description below. Step 1. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees and butter a 16 by 12 centimeter oven-proof dish. Now I don't have a 16 by 12 centimeter oven-proof dish, so I got a sandwich tin. Now, preheating the oven. Very difficult. You go like this, and you go wrong way. Yeah, it is difficult. Told you so. And when buttering a dish, I always like to actually use butter. Mainly because I'm already using butter. So what I'm going to do is use this. Ta-da! Shiny! Ooh. Step 2. Put the dates into a bowl and pour over just enough boiling water to cover them. Should be easy enough. Suppose you guys know how to use a kettle. Okay, I'll show you that too. Kettle. Wow. And you press that button. See? Light turns on. And that's how you use a kettle. While that's boiling, as you can see, I have separated the 3 ingredients that we're going to be using for the sauce later. Because as you can see, there is butter there and butter there. And we don't want to get those 2 mixed up, because there is a lot more there than there is over there. Kettle still boiling. And we're done. Now, pouring over the dates just enough to cover them. Simple enough, you might say. And you would probably be right. Yep, you're right. Enough boiling water, just enough to cover them. Now then, we're going to be creaming together the soft brown sugar and the butter in that bowl with that mixer. Simple enough. There you go. Simple enough. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to mix. This is rather hard. Now that's less creamed as it is just randomly stuck together. But that's fine. They're mixed. What more do you want? Right, now the next step is to beat the egg into the creamed, mixture with some of the flour before adding the rest of the flour. Meh, again, easy enough. Not very easy with one hand though. And some of the flour, I don't quite know what that means, so I'm just going to go meh. That should be fine. Now I will see you on the other side of this mixing it. There you go, it looks much better. Now for the rest of the flour. Perfect. Well, at least I hope it's perfect. If I were you, I'd skip to the end of the video, and if it works, then that's perfect. Right. Next step. Dun 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 dun. Add the bicarbonate of soda and vanilla extract to the dates. Oh, I forgot about the dates. And then stir into the cream mixture until well mixed. That should be too easy. I have to make it more complicated somehow. Okay. You reckon we leave the boiling water in with the dates? Doesn't say to take the boiling water out of the dates. Let's just throw it in there. So we've got some bicarbonate of soda. I put it in a cup because, really? 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda in a bowl? It's bit of a waste of space. And 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, same reason. Now, I have to mix that together. Never mind, it never says to mix these, it just says add it, and then mix into the cream mixture. Now this is the cream mixture, and that has been added. So, that goes in there. Whee! It's always one. Right, again I will see you on the other side of this mixing. I know nobody says escapade anymore. Due to the very liquid consistency of this, as you can see it's basically just liquid, I'm beginning to think that maybe I should have taken the boiled water out. But I didn't, so there's nothing I can do about it now. Now we're going to put that into that, and put it in that for 30 to 35. That is now in that. Right then, one-handed oven putting in time. Now it would be helpful if there weren't pans already in the oven. Now when touching a hot pan, you use a tablecloth or an oven glove. But my oven glove is all the way over there, and I'm way too lazy to go get that. Right, now we put our liquid into the oven. Set the timer, and hope for the best. Our recipe says to not try making the sauce until just before it is finished cooking. But I'm going to ignore the recipe and put all of those things in the pan ready. Now, which pan should we use? There's not much there, is there? Let's go with a small one. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry about the whole non-tripod thing, but you wouldn't be able to see anything if there was no tripod. This is what I'm seeing. Well, actually I'm seeing the camera. So it is what I'm seeing, but not as I would be seeing it if I didn't have the camera. If you get what I mean. I'm not too sure I get what I mean, but you should. You're the viewer. You're the important one. Or am I the important one? Customer is always right. Right. Now that they're all in the bowl, we can sit back and wait the next 28 minutes for that to finish. One more thing, I will just preheat my grill to 2, which isn't quite the hot that it asked for, but it's nearly there, and it will get the heat up a bit, so when I do need to turn it to 3, it'll get there faster. We are pretty much there. 5 minutes from the checkpoint. I call it a checkpoint because it said 30 to 35 minutes, and we'll only have been in for 30 minutes. So we're going to put this over the heat and preheat the grill to hot. Just, to be ready. Wooden, there's not really a spoon. I don't know what it is. If anybody could tell me, that would be quite nice. So I'm just going to mix this until it's melted, and I will show you when it is. It is now melted, and even if that doesn't work, this looks nice. Now, as you can see, we have some bubbles appearing on the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower the heat down to almost as low as it can go, and we're going to let it simmer like that for about 3 minutes, like it says in the recipe. Now, the sticky toffee pudding is almost done, as in cooked. So this time I've got my glove and my cake frodder thing. Again, I don't really know what it is. I think this one is used for meat, and then you saw, but I use it to check if my cakes are done. As you do. So now we just gotta wait for this to finish. Perfect timing. Of course I intended that to happen. Right, so we got this tower ready. Just gonna go in here. Oh, it looks better than expected, but it's not as sticky or toffee yet, because it hasn't got the sauce on it. Now let's have a look at that. That is coming out nice and clean. Right, now, our sauce needs another minute or so simmering, so what we're going to do is turn the oven off, put this back in, just to keep it warm in the meantime. Now, because the sauce has been simmering for the recommended time, 3 minutes, we're going to pour half of it over here. I'd say that's about half. Yeah. And I agree with me. I'm going to turn it off because it's done simmering. But this, our lovely sticky toffee pudding, is going to go into the hot grill. It's very hard to see it in there. Until it bubbles. Which it just did. As you can see. Now, time to slice. And there you have it. One lovely steaming slice of sticky toffee pudding. And if you want to make it better in the future, just add cinnamon, because cinnamon goes well with everything.